means the recent pandemic, and inside cell means cancer, means diabetes, means autoimmune disease, means hypertension. All these are inside mechanisms that have become pathogenic. So these are the only two ways how we get sick. So
Okay.
if a pathogen is coming from outside, it becomes very simple for the body, because this body is divine. It is not only a physical body that we see. There is divinity here.
Okay.
So if asked by your people, we can explain in very simple terms how this body is divine. Anyways, this divine body actually knows how to protect itself.
Okay.
We are here to actually get educated and progress that way. So if a pathogen is coming from outside, what will the body do? The body will raise temperature. Why did the body raise temperature? To kill the pathogen. And what did we do all over the world? We lowered the temperature. Are we helping the body or harming the body? We need to understand that,
Yeah.
because temperature rise will not cause death. It might cause dehydration. Hydrate yourself. That is what the body is saying. Hydrate yourself. So we hydrated these patients for 24 hours. No food, please, because whatever food you are taking, you are increasing the inflammation. So you have to go on a fast, and this we have to learn from the animal kingdom. If I, if an animal, the pet that you have kept, gets sick, the first thing that it does is it stops eating. So we have to actually learn it from them. The second day will be the day when you will eat all kinds of natural foods like fruits, salads, sprouts. You can have on the day on day two, you can have a lot of water, 5 liters of water for an average person on an average. And this could be all kinds of water, but it should be water. And the second day is fruit and water. And the third day you might feel that you have to have some salt, so you can have something like a porridge or a khichdi, we call it in India. You can have a khichdi, and then your salt craving will go. And on the fourth day, maximum people who don't have any other comorbidity, they are completely all right. There is no disease left. So this is the 3-day protocol that we follow. And I would suggest, if somebody gets sick or gets flu or any pathogen that is coming from outside, they can use this formula to actually get out of the disease process very, very easily. This is for the recent pandemic, and the resurfacing of it again all over the world. Now, coming to simple diseases like diabetes, we want to make it so simple so that people understand what is diabetes. If you have got dementia, it is diabetes in the brain. If you've got caries tooth, it is diabetes in the teeth. If you've got spacing of gums between teeth, there is spacing. It is diabetes of the gums. If you get heart blockage, it is diabetes in the heart. If you get fatty liver, it is diabetes in the liver. If you get benign hypertrophy of prostate, it is diabetes in the prostate. If you get ovarian tumor or cyst or fibroid, it is diabetes in the uterus. If you get PCOD, it is diabetes in the ovaries. So it is just the regional ways how we look at diabetes. And diabetes is not a blood sugar disease, by the way. It is not a blood sugar disease. Blood sugar is an effect of diabetes, not the cause of diabetes. So the effect is blood sugar, the cause is hyperinsulinemia. You are eating so much. You're not required to eat so much. Why do you eat to get energy? If that eating is making you fall asleep, don't you think that that food is stealing energy rather than giving you energy? That is
Yeah.
the first. The second is, whatever food, have you ever thought? that whether you are a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian, you eat seeds. Rice is seed, bread is seed, roti is seed, pasta is seed. It is made out of seeds. It is a processed seed. So dal is seed. So we eat seeds. Why? Because we know that seed has the potential energy to become a tree. If you cook that seed and try to sow it back again in the soil, will you get a plant?
No.
Because it is dead food.
Yeah.
So how is dead food giving you life? I want to know that science. If that science exists, I want to know that science, how dead food is giving you life. Live foods will give you life, dead foods will give you death. So the all the aging in the world, all the sugar in the world, sugar is akin to aging. If you're aging, that means you're taking a lot of sugar. If you cut down on sugar, you cut down on aging. You don't get wrinkles if you stop taking sugar. And I'll explain in layman terms what I mean by not taking sugar. It is not the physical sugar that we are talking about. Cooked food is sugar, and raw food actually is will become sugar in a long time. It will give the pancreas. What happens is whenever you take sugar, there is a secretion of insulin from the pancreas. If you're taking meals again and again, there is a secretion of insulin from the pancreas always. This is called hyperinsulinemia. That means there is a lot of insulin in the blood. So, what is the purpose of insulin? The purpose of insulin is to take sugar from the blood and put it inside the cell. That is the simple purpose of insulin. There is a second purpose of insulin. Insulin is a potent growth factor. Your face will become big, your tummy will become big. If there is a tumor, that will also become big. If there is uterus, it will become big. It cannot it cannot become big uniformly, so it will form a fibroid. If there is ovary there, it will become big. If there are gums, that will become big. So spacing of the teeth. So I'm just trying to tell you in simple terms what you're eating so much is causing you. It is not giving you energy at all. It is just giving you disease. So we need to understand what is eating in moderation. So we have to come back to the realization that if you are eating just 2 meals a day, one in the morning, 9 to 10 a.m., and one in the evening before sunset. Before sunset, I mean in India, there, wherever you are, all over the world, every day you can know, even if it is cloudy, you will know from the news these days that what time is sunrise and what time is sunset. So before sunset, if you are having dinner and you are actually maintaining your things, you will not get number one, diabetes. Number two, you will not be constipated because this body is run on energy channels, which is not recognized by modern medicine. That is why we have to turn to Ayurveda and Yoga to understand what this body is made of. The physical body is called the Annamaya Kosh. This is run by the Pranamaya Kosh. Pranamaya Kosh is your pran, the life force. So it is run by the Pranamaya Kosh. That is run by the Manomaya Kosh. That is your mind. It is run by that. And if all these three are in line, your Vijnanamaya Kosh opens. And then you are very happy, called Anandamaya Kosh. So these are the five kosh, how the body is made according to yogic sciences, which modern medicine does not recognize. Modern medicine thinks there is a static body. If there is some stricture somewhere, it needs to be opened because this is not a dynamic body. This is a dynamic body. This is not a static body. So once a disease, always a disease, not true. Once healthy is always healthy is also not true. Nothing is permanent in this world. Your life is not permanent. This earth is not permanent. This cosmos is not permanent. How can your health be permanent, or how can your disease be permanent? So this is a dynamic process. We need to understand the dynamicity of any disease for that matter to cure it. So, in simple terms, if you are eating 2 meals a day and your one meal consists of 50% cooked food, 50% raw food, you will be diabetes free. This is the prescription for anybody who is having diabetes. If he starts doing this, he will see that if he is on injection insulin, he will feel weakness. His blood sugar will go low. Why did the blood sugar go low? Because you're taking insulin injection. Stop it. Your blood sugar will come back to normal. If you are eating drugs, you will feel weakness because your blood sugar is going low. And there is one more thing which modern medicine, even though it understands, it is not general knowledge, which is why we feel medical education is more important than medical treatment. So, the knowledge is in the early morning when you get up from bed, this body has to wake you up, it has to make you stand, it has to make you do your daily chores. It has to make you exercise, then you take a bath, and then you sit for breakfast, eating anything. From the time you get up till you have something, there is a lot of gap. This body has to have elevated sugar to actually not make you fall down. So the fasting sugar, if it is slightly on the higher side, that is a physiological phenomenon and not pathological phenomenon. Unless I am here to push a drug to tell you that that is the limit and your sugar is higher, so you should take this drug. That is absolutely, I mean, this is not common sense. This is understood by the Ayurvedic sciences, the yogic sciences, the Siddha sciences, but very poorly understood by modern medicine. So, which is why I practice integrated medicine. After the pandemic, we decided to practice integrated medicine for the society at large so that people are disease free. And when I say disease, I don't only mean physical disease. If you, one might be mentally sick. When I say mentally sick, your attitudes could be sick, your attributes could be sick, everything about you could be sick if you don't know what is health. So, that is what we are trying to do for the society at large so that they become disease free. I want to see the world disease free. That is my dream. And as far as my country is concerned, Bharat, we already have the saying Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. I want to add that Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat Swasth Bharat. And when I say Bharat, when a Sanatani says Bharat, it means the whole world. The whole world is Bharat. That is why we believe Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is one family. You saw the a recent G20 that we had. One earth, one family. We sincerely believe uh, into that. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya. So that everybody should be happy, everybody should be healthy, so that we have a healthy world and healthy life and healthy way of looking at life, looking at people, no hatred, nothing. So this all comes under health, which is what we are trying to promulgate. And as far as the name of the disease is concerned, diabetes, we don't even consider diabetes a disease. It's a very small disease. I mean, it can be taken care of very, very easily. We are working on higher diseases like cancer, how to reverse cancer, and stuff like that. So, that is a brief description of what we are, who I am, and what we are doing, and what we are trying to do. What is the aim behind that? So, for this, for general public, for health workers, for housewives, for people who are managing a family, we are here to come up with a few courses like how to prevent diabetes, how to cook healthy, how to stay healthy, what if an emergency happens, uh, until you reach the hospital, How can you not die? All this we are trying to come up with small courses, so that, like for emergency management, we are coming up with a 1 hour course, a 1 hour or a 2 hour crash course, so that everybody understands that if there is an emergency at home, what they can do without getting life away from the patient. I mean, the patient will not die. Like, for example, if you got a heart attack or a stroke, and if you think that somebody is is getting paralyzed, why don't you put ginger in his mouth and ask him to chew it? At that point in time, nitric oxide will be released, and that paralysis will go. That will go immediately. Then you can contact the hospital for further management. If you get a heart attack, you can put the same ginger in the mouth and ask to chew, or you can put this uh, mirchi, we call it. This is uh, what do
Mirchi.
we call it?
Mirchi.
Mirchi.
That is chili.
Pepper, pepper, yeah.
Oh, pepper.
So if 2022 Nobel Prize is to be taken, Nobel Prize for Medicine 2022, it is on pepperazine receptors. This body has got pepperazine receptors. Yogic sciences knew it from the very beginning. Pepperazine receptors are there. The moment it is stimulated, it releases nitric oxide, and the vessels that are blocked open up, so that your heart attack could be prevented. So these are very small things that we need to teach, so that you remain healthy throughout, and you might not require, yes, you might require hospitalization later on, or you might, but your life will be cool, and you will not die. This is what we are coming up with a course. We are coming up with a course on diabetes, how to mitigate diabetes, not manage. Management is, again, you are on one drug, then you're on two drugs, then you come on one drug, and then you. So, no, we are here to tell you how to cure your diabetes. Your blood sugar is normal. You want your blood sugar to be normal. It will be normal without drugs. How to go about it? What exactly to do? So we are coming up with a general course like that, so that people are benefited by this. And since people don't take, these things that people say on these days on the YouTube, you will have many people saying this. People should take it seriously. That is why we have put a small fees there, so that they are serious about it. Not that we require a lot of money. No, we are not working for that actually. But people will generally take it seriously if they have spent some money, so that they know that the worth of. So we are just trying to put worth into these courses. So we are putting a small fees there. Otherwise, it would have been free of cost.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You told us last time that most of these courses, short courses, are $10 fee for
Yes,
1 or 2 hour, or something like that.
yes,
And
yes,
something additional if that person has to be handheld through the process in a WhatsApp group, then maybe another $10. And then 2 months of weekend courses for professionals who want
yes,
to take your course, and they want, that's an how to say, that's a means of living. They are supposed to earn, or they are expected to earn from that knowledge
yes,
and pass it. So
yes,
that will be somewhat more, and it will
yes.
last 2 months of weekends. How much is that? Supposing I want to take, I'm not a healthcare worker, but I want to take. So how much?
We are yet to decide. We are trying to make it very simple, so that people don't pay much. And if somebody wants to pursue it, we are in talking terms with a university. A university has centrally agreed to our proposal for this. So we are just talking to that. We will finalize the price very soon and announce in another. But
Okay.
I assure you that this will be in very comfortable limits of
Yeah,
people,
I understand.
and they can afford it.
And yeah, yeah, I understand. Also, those who are um, not taking an exam, just taking this quick course of 1 or 2 hours or something, not certificate, but you should possibly offer a free document that you have taken this course, so that they can keep it as their memoir that I took this course. That's it. Nothing else. It's not a certificate. Is no connection with the university. Just a free PDF document that this person so and so date took this course.
We can do that, sir.
Yeah,
We
that
can
that
do that, and that is a very good suggestion. We can do that, sir. And we will definitely do that. Whoever takes this course, he will get a small certificate from us that he has taken this course, and for diabetes or blood pressure
yeah,
or
whatever. And
cancer or terminal management of patient who is at home, who cannot urinate by himself. If somebody is bedridden, how to make him mobile, and small courses like that, so that people are in less trouble. Because you see the world today, people are in more trouble than what they used to be.
yeah.
So people are in trouble, and
Mm.
they are in trouble because of their own deeds. The whole world is to be blamed for the way we are in, what we are in today. I don't want to elaborate more. I am sure people understand where they are. So, I sincerely feel that it will be my small contribution to the world which is already sick. I mean, this world is sick, and if we can help the sick come out of their sickness, it will be a big achievement as far as we are concerned, and we'll be very happy. My purpose of life and a living will be served.
Excellent. And I have another request. I can't say suggestion, but a request that people listening to this video and others, and having questions that are not generally covered in this topic, in this video and in your effort, if they have some questions, whether it can be cured or what to do or what suggestion, can you offer a platform, let's say WhatsApp group or somewhere, where they can ask this question and your team can say that this is either can be tackled this way, or it is outside the scope of your effort, and so they should contact a professional or something like that, so that they
What,
can.
yeah, I understood, sir. What can be offered by our side is people they are already asking a few questions. This will be handled by the backend team.
Okay.
Backend team, there is a backend team that is looking at these questions, and they will be answering that. Yes, if they want further things, like they want to have a WhatsApp group, they want to be handheld, all this will be answered by the backend team. And if they want to join a WhatsApp group, the number is displayed right now.
Right.
They can send a WhatsApp message on this number: 981509999, 981509999, and you have to add +91 if you are
From
uh,
abroad.
uh, from
From abroad.
anywhere
Yeah.
uh, abroad. So you can send a WhatsApp message, and we can create a group, and all this can be done. So that is not
Excellent.
an issue.
Excellent.
And for a WhatsApp group, small queries, we have a show once a month. Ask Dr. Pandey. So that Telegram group also, one can join and send their queries there, because once a month I come online, ask Dr. Pandey show, and then we take up a few questions, answer them, and many questions are very similar questions. So most of the people who are asking questions, their queries mostly get satisfied. That is what is our experience of 2023. We have been doing this. We'll continue to do this in 2024 as well.
Excellent. Excellent. Nothing, no more question from me. It's good thing for the world, and there is a lot of turmoil going on, not only on the health issue, but politically, geopolitically, everything. India is rising, many other countries are falling. I think Western civilization is coming. Many people are afraid that this Western civilization is coming to an end, or the hegemony, or the greatness of the Western civilization. It's the sunset time, and then it's a rise of BRICS, and I mean many things. So the whole world is now in an uncertain place. Not only the world, I personally learned a lot from a few American scientists who got me to this glyphosate and pesticide issue and got me started. And I learned from them that for instance, blood pressure. Before you can think about treating blood pressure, or something about blood, you must understand. Means I must understand what is the function of blood. The blood is like a taxi of the arterial system to take things from one place and deliver it to another place. So when you suppress blood pressure, you are solving one problem but creating five other problems, because blood pressure was raised by the body because it something was not reaching somewhere else amount. So the Western medication, I learned from them. Western medication takes a short-sighted view by treating the symptom, but not treating the root cause. So by suppressing blood pressure and nothing else, doing nothing else, is harming me more than. So these are the things that brought me to eventually to you.
Thank you, sir. And very rightly said, treating the symptoms and treating the cause are two different things. If you treat the cause, you won't have any symptoms. And there are so many diseases which do not have symptoms. The first symptom of heart disease could be death.
Yeah,
So we need to identify that also. We need to take a patient as a whole, not partly. That is, heart is diseased. If suppose the arteries in the heart are blocked, you feel the arteries in the brain are not blocked.
yeah,
You
correct.
feel the food that you eat that has blocked your arteries will specifically go in the heart and not go in the brain. So we have to have a wholesome view. Like for example, people say curcumin is very good anti inflammatory. Curcumin is a part of whole haldi.
Yeah,
If you take out if you take out curcumin from the haldi, it is not going to function the same way as the whole food haldi would have functioned. So unless we understand the wholesome view of health, the part wise health, we will never understand. This is the wholesome view of Bharat. And one thing which I wanted to point out, when you said politically, normally I don't talk about politics,
yeah, you
but
cannot. Yeah,
one thing I wanted to talk about is Bharat. Even if it is rising, it will not be like a rising of other countries where they become powerful. We will rise like a guru. See, if you
yeah,
are standing beside a powerful man, you will feel subdued. You will feel small. If you are standing beside a guru, you will feel large and you will be emboldened. So we are trying to rise like a guru to teach the
Vishwaguru,
world.
they're calling, beginning to call, or there is a phrase, I hear it nowadays, that India is being called Vishwaguru, the guru of the world,
Yes,
not necessarily the leader of the world or the ruler of the world, but more like a
yes,
wise man of the world, something like that.
yes. The name is like that. Bharat. Bha means Gyan. ज्ञान में जो कार्यरत रहे, कार्यरत मीन्स लगा हुआ,
Yeah,
ज्ञान को knowledge. If you want to enrich yourself with knowledge and one is perpetually doing that, that is called Bharat.
right, right, right. So, okay, and all the details are already on the screen. And if
Yes,
anything else is missing, the listeners are encouraged to go to that WhatsApp group, and the story and the endeavor will continue. It's not one end and then nothing else again. So I
Yes.
wish
One thing
you.
which I wanted to show to the to our viewers is this is haldi. This is haldi pani.
Oh,
It is just haldi powder and water.
oh,
The best antibiotic, the best antiseptic, the best anti-cancerous known to mankind is haldi. Haldi is quantum food. It is not you who decides how haldi is going to function. It is haldi which decides where to go, how to help you. These are quantum foods. Simple use of haldi and water will make your skin glow, will
how
make you anti wrinkle, will make you anti all your pathogenic bacteria will go. These are very, very simple things that can be done.
how does it taste? I've never tasted haldi pani.
It will not taste very good, but everything is not for taste. You
Yeah.
can take it as a medicine, or you can put lemon on top of that so that it will taste good. So there are ways of making haldi pani taste good, so that haldi goes inside you. Haldi is curcumin powder, which I just wanted to say. We call it haldi in India. It is curcumin powder, and the powdered form you can get anywhere in the world, and that is one of the best antiseptics, the best antibiotic, and the best anti-cancerous that you can have. So a simple small drink of haldi pani, you will see the difference in 2 days how you look,
Okay.
so that
I will
you
try
will
that.
understand.
I have
Yes.
one last question about the two questions, very similar, related. The meal timing. I know about overeating and all that, but meal timing seems to be important. So, are you suggesting that we should finish our last meal before sunset and the first meal not only after sunrise or after certain, so there is a big gap at the night time? Are you suggesting that?
Yes. Yes, because there is a circadian rhythm that actually governs this body. 2017 Nobel Prize is on clock genes, that is the circadian rhythm. So there is a circadian a rhythm which is governed by the pineal gland. This is actually governed by the. I'm doing a PhD on the pineal gland, so we are aware of how the pineal gland behaves, and that is the master gland. That is the Advait gland. We call it non-dual. Everything is dual
Yeah,
in
yeah.
in in the body except the pineal gland. That is single.
Okay, so that's the first part.
That is non-dual.
Second part is about seed and this and that. The sugar that and my question is about raw, one part of raw food, that is fruits. So if one has the fruits, whether they are sweet or they are like avocado, that means not specifically sweet. So these fruit, some fruits have got are sweet. That means they have fructose, no, maybe not glucose. So are they better than I mean, are they safe and good to eat compared
Who
to?
will know?
I'm
Who will know
asking you.
better than you, sir? Who will know better than you? I will just tell you. Science believes that disruption is the way forward. They will make fruits without seeds, and that is called parthenocarpic fruits. And they will put a lot of sugar inside bananas, so that the banana tastes better. The moment we started doing things like genetically modifying things, our genes became diseased. Now you look at any disease in modern medicine, they will say genes are the basis of disease. You, as a human being, you started doing genetic modifications outside. You think it will not affect you? In Christianity, it is said, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. So this is what has happened. We are, and we call it progress. The problem is we call it science. I think we are going towards destruction. We have to leave nature and learn many things
I
from nature.
understand.
So natural fruit,
Uh,
natural ये banana, which is native to each and every country, has a different banana. It is not the same banana that you get anywhere. The
Correct.
same
Correct.
banana is a genetically modified banana
Correct.
that will raise your sugar. So you have to go on natural fruits that are naturally available to you in your own place. Kiwi, if you are importing from New Zealand and having it in India, you you feel the earth is mother, and mother knows everything. Mata Bhumi Putro Aham Prithviya. The local land knows what are the health status of my children are living there, what is the disease status, what is that I have to produce so that my children are disease free. So local fruits need to be promulgated, locally available things need to be promulgated so that people don't get diabetes. You don't try to import things so that your local things will be are good enough for you. For countries like Canada, where maybe nothing grows, uh,
No, no.
at the on the
Canada has
North Pole region.
Canada has a lot of apples that grow with seeds,
Yes,
with seeds
yes.
apple,
So
and also a certain kind of other fruits like apples are also grown enough.
plums, plums
And
and peaches. Yes. So this can be had, and you
and
will not.
and
Your
and
hmm?
some mangoes come from California or south of the border. That mangoes with a big seed, nobody has able to make seedless mango. That is, I've not heard. So these are sometimes sweet, and if you let them be, I mean, let them breathe and stay on the table for 3 4 days, it becomes sweeter, and it becomes, and then you eat it. I suppose these things are better than having. I have stopped eating bananas because banana doesn't grow in Canada, and
Hmm.
no natural banana with seeds and all like India में जो आता है वो देसी banana नहीं मिलता है. You only once you get is that seedless and artificial, and you can eat it and immediately know that this is not the real thing. So I have given up
Yes,
on bananas. But
yes.
so 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 my question was that these fruits, not genetically modified, not artificially created, not coming from halfway across the world like kiwi, but you can still eat them even if they're sweet.
So I will tell you a good way of actually taking a middle path, because what I said is extreme. People will still eat what they are eating. The major thing is, if you are eating 50% food that you are not cooking, that is very good for you, even if it is fruits, salads, and sprouts. Now, if you're getting fruits from outside, it is a good idea to actually put it in your buy some normal natural rice, keep it in a container this big, a 10 kg container. Try to keep those fruits inside the rice. What happens is the local microbes make get inside that fruit becomes sweeter. So if you're getting raw fruits from outside, you can keep it inside that, so that it is microbiome rich, and then you can consume it. You try it with bananas, you try it with this uh, mm, mangoes. You will feel that the taste of mango is the same what you used to get from trees, because it is basically the microbes that make a fruit or a seed. It is basically the microbes that are involved. You are giving back the microbes which the fruit was deficient in, so you will be microbe sufficient rather than being microbe deficient.
Okay, good. No more question for now. Wonderful session. I leave it
Thank you, sir.
to you and Abha or somebody if you want to answer any question from the public.
Yes. Abha, do we have questions, or can we?
Close it
in
now.
the same where we are posting in the YouTube, and it will be an interactive session. So this is Arshad Rahman. Please tell about prostate enlargement, erectile dysfunction, and piles. Okay, so this is sugar in the prostate is called prostate enlargement. And since you are not exercising, you're sitting on a Western toilet. If you look at the body was made to sit in Malasan. If you start sitting in Malasan, at least Malasan is sitting on your feet with your body. Malasana is
Leaning on your haunches. You're being on your haunches instead of
Indian squatting style.
uh,
Indian squatting style.
correct.
The toilets that you get in India are squatting toilets. Indian squatting style. If you're sitting, that is called malasan. So if you sit in that asan, and if your prostate is enlarged, in 1 month time you will see the prostate shrinking. You can get an ultrasound done to have a proof that if you're sitting for 5 minutes in this asan on an everyday basis, your prostate will start shrinking. You don't need drugs for that. And in all probability, because of ease, we have developed ease of living. I think it is not good for humanity as such. So you should be having, at least you should be sitting in squatting style and having warm water every day morning. Your constipation will go. He asked about constipation also,
Hmm.
so that will also go. There is a yog shala that we do yesterday, that is Thursday 28th of yeah, December 2003. We did a yog shala that you will get on my platform, Dr. Avdesh Pandey. Subscribe to this. Every week we come up with Yog Shala and Health Shala. What yog to do in what disease, what yog not to do. It's very important what yog not to do. Like suppose if somebody is having blood pressure, people say you do yog. What yog is not supposed to be done by blood pressure patients is the way we look at it, because we get emergencies like that. Oh, I was doing yoga and this happened. So we are just trying to educate people as to what to do and what not to do. And then health shala every Sunday we take one burning topic and we try to do justice with that topic with an integrated approach so that you can do it at home. So this was the question. One was, and the third was erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction, again, anything below the navel, we feel it is not our body. You are, if suppose you're going to the gym, the day the gym says that Thursday is a day for the legs, you will see attendance is very few. People are just bothered about upper part of the body, and then when they have disease of the lower part of the body, they feel what's wrong. So we need to exercise. A simple exercise like malasan, Indian squatting style, will relieve you of erectile dysfunction. You will be surprised. You will be surprised. It will surprise you. People with erectile dysfunction should sit for 5 minutes in an Indian squatting style and breathe. Take a deep breath, hold it, take it out, hold it there. If you are taking out breath, that is called bahya kumbhak. If you're taking out, if you are taking in and taking out, once you're taking out and holding it, you will see the pudendal nerve getting active. So if there is an erectile dysfunction at this point in time while you're listening to this podcast, I would suggest you take out your breath and try to hold it. You will see there is a slight movement in the pudendal nerve, and your erectility will slightly become, you will see that, you will feel that. So these are very simple things that can be done, and these will relieve you. There is no magic drug. So if you are thinking that there is a drug and somebody will tell you, okay, in Ayurveda there is a drug, all all people are trying to fool you. There are ways of how things can be done. by maneuvering the body in that way, so that things can be taken care of very, very effectively and very easily, rather, I should say.
Excellent. Any other, Avaji, any other question from the public?
No more questions, sir.
Okay, so that's it. And thank you very much, Dr. Pandey, and we shall stay in
Thank
touch.
you, sir.
I think that live streaming, anyway, yeah, let's call it off today. And Avaji, you can stay with me for some time after we are offline.